Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another day of flying, and today we will be doing one quick flight up towards good old Bodø. We're sitting here at gate Charlie 2 at Gardermoen, stand 60, waiting for the aircraft to arrive in from Stockholm Arlanda. Again, then we're going to be flying it all the way up to Bodø this evening. So we currently, before we start with the briefing, we will, as always, introduce the members. So we have, there we go. We have Espen, ATC Swede, Lars, and Nils. So shout out to all of you, and as always, thank you for the support. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. So yes, Jesper, welcome, opening bell. Good evening. So you landed in Bodø already today. Look at the scenery. I feel with you there. That is a pain. Not gonna lie. Norwegian Aviation, welcome, opening bell. God kveld. You're flying. Oh, I'm flying with Matang Oscar to Oslo tomorrow. Ah, nice. Good luck. And Ryanair 73 Max 8, welcome, opening bell. That's correct, Norwegian. Nordic 56 uniform with Lima November Delta and Tango. Talking about that, shall we just start going through our briefing? This was definitely not center. There you go. So, today we're going to be flying again to one sector to Bodø and Norwegian shuttle LC today, Delta and Tango. I haven't really seen anything noteworthy today, so it'll be a fairly straightforward one. Minimum fuel to Bodø will be 5.5 tons. Flight time about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Going to be flight level 380 as well, and nothing really else significant en route. It's going to be a fairly light cabin today, 56 passengers, so going to be a fairly light, except for that we have a lot of baggage, but still takeoff weight should be about 53 tons. Again, quite light. And then for the weather, let me just get that running. But at least for Gardermoen, it's looking fairly good today. We are expecting variable winds, maybe some cumulonimbus clouds a little bit further out this evening. We do also currently have the latest weather at the 1750 UTC, with some light winds from the north and light showers of rain as well in over here, and 14 degrees. But again, expected light variable winds and perhaps a few forget about it actually. Bodø is looking good as well. Latest METAR 1750. Light winds from the north, KVK 17 degrees. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're expecting. Should be fairly straightforward inbound Bodø this evening. And the Bardufoss as well is looking good, so should not really expect anything out of the ordinary today. For the significant, this is valid 18 UTC on the 21st of May 26. So we do have some moderate icing between flight level 200 and below flight level 100 from Oslo up to about Mo i Rana-ish. Rena. Not Rena, but north of Trondheim at least. And then pretty much right before we start our descent to Bodø. So yeah, other than that though, it's fairly straightforward, light cross headwind in the start, and then it's going to be a nice tailwind in the last portion of the flight. Yes. No times, there wasn't really anything significant for Gardermoen. We do have, as we had yesterday, the ILS one on the right, that is downloaded to Cat 1, and the ILS 0 on left that is out of service. And then for Bodø, the only noteworthy thing is we do have some changes to some frequencies here for whatever reason. And we do have a crane. It's not even here. What? Oh, why is the note time say so different from what we had on... Because in here, we did have a note time in regards to a crane, or in actually cranes that is erected approximately 1,500 meters northeast of threshold number 25 with a maximum elevation of 236 feet. And we also do have a mast as well on a ship very close by. That is 530 meters west-northwest of threshold number 07. It's going to be maximum height of 81 feet AMSL, so it should be on the left then on our approach path. But that was for some reason not in here. I'm not sure why, but maybe it's because it is irrelevant. I have no clue. And the crew messages, nothing special, nothing on the maintenance side of the aircraft, at least here. So, good. Do you guys have any thoughts in regards to the fuel? Again, minimum is 5.5. No? But okay, good then. We will go with 5.5 tons. Should work out quite well for us. But do you guys have any questions before we brief the cabin crew? No? Good then. Then, yeah, then we can brief them at least. Hello, good evening. My name is Fabian. I'll be your captain today and pilot in command and go through this pre-flight briefing with you. Should be fairly straightforward and short today. We're just doing one flight up towards Bodø. We'll be flying under the Norwegian Air Shuttle AOC today with Lima November Delta Yankee Tango. So, our aircraft is currently on its way in from Stockholm. Should be arriving here shortly, and we are actually departing in about 54 minutes. There are plenty of time available here today. So there's no need to rush anything, at least. Departure out of Oslo should be fairly straightforward. You do not expect any delays or anything out of Gardermoen. It is going to be good weather as well, so again, it's fairly straightforward. We're going to be climbing northbound, cruising at about 38,000 feet to Bodø, and we're expecting good flight conditions as well en route up to Bodø. Coming in for landing, weather conditions there as well. It's going to be good, so nothing really significant to be aware of for today. So again, no weather operational impact today. Technical status of the aircraft is good, and there's no MELs on it, and there is no specials. Yeah, do you guys have any questions? There's not really anything else to say. So again, short and nice day. No? Then our briefing is complete then. Then we are ready to go. Just sign us in on the flight plan then. Yeah, so takeoff fuel will be 5,250. Yeah, that would be 250 on the taxi fuel then. Yeah, okay, so yeah, fair enough, I understand that around there. That's fine. But at least we joined on the Manchester one, that's cool though. Looking forward for that. And last time we could fly that schedule, we got shifted out with another crew. So it would be nice to actually be able to fly that one, for once at least. But a long time I've done that, my Malden Manchester rotation. Oh yeah, so flying from to Tromsø from Oslo with Echo November Victor. Nice, enjoy it. Enjoy flight. So yes, our aircraft is just pulling up here. Not our flight, but our aircraft. Yeah. Yeah. Then it's just the waiting again. Yeah, so I could at least pull up and stand so we can get it deboarded and wait. Yeah, the runway slope at Manchester, yeah, I've experienced that one quite well already. It's, yeah, you definitely feel the slope you do, that's for sure. Oh yeah, so steam crash after takeoff, okay, that's like the worst part. I mean, actually the worst is when it crashes right before landing. But yeah, that's actually quite bad, but yeah. But you still end up flying to Bodø instead. Nice though. Do. Don't say that, yes, but then it can't get any worse. But yeah, I know what you mean. So yeah, hopefully June will be better then. Ronnie, yes, you do. Since you will, the pre-flight briefing is basically first of all that you and your colleague will just look ahead on what you could expect through the day, and then you will go ahead and brief the cabin crew on what you would expect in regards to potential delays. If, for example, we have an inoperative pack on the aircraft, that would be nice for them to know in advance, and because that will affect the pressurization system of the aircraft, for example. Adverse weather, that kind of stuff. So it will brief them for the entire day, and of course, you will do the individual approach and departure briefings accordingly during the flight. But it's just a general briefing for what you are expecting through that specific day. Yes. But for the Edinburgh and sorry, from Bodø to Oslo and the Edinburgh flights after that on Saturday, we will most likely be briefing individually. So before flying down to Bodø, we will brief for that, and then since we have more than about 2-ish hours before the departure, we will meet up and brief with the other crew a little bit later. Since it won't be the same crew flying with us to Edinburgh, so. But that's again because of the different crew as well, but also because of the time in between. And I must say it's better to brief here in Oslo than in Bodø. We don't even have a terminal there, so. I'd rather brief here. But yeah, let us see then. This is the first time we've actually been at the correct gate. So you can walk down. I just realized that, yeah, if gate Charlie 2 will be in use, of course the Delta gate beneath is not going to be staffed. It's a bit difficult to enter your aircraft if you go for a gate that is not staffed, I must say. Should we take the escalator? Yeah, why not? I was a very quick escalator, not gonna lie. I saw a video. It was saw a video today of an airport, Aerosoft's Stuttgart. Okay, they're not finished with deboarding though. And for whatever reason, they have actually modeled the elevator in the terminal, so you can actually walk in the terminal and take the elevator up. Like, what? Like, why in the world do you need that? That's actually insane. So, I mean, that just says how things have changed since Microsoft Flight Simulator was released. It's a completely different game than it was in the P3D and X-Plane days. I haven't really used any of those simulators, but that's what I've heard from people that have been using those for a long time. Completely different from what it is now. Ah, wrong button. Always get that wrong. But yeah, here we go. Here we have our wonderful flight deck. Before we start with that then, let us let's just take a seat. Right in the head there. One thing I did forget though is to actually connect the air conditioning unit. No, because it will be two different ones, since it's such a large break in between the Bodø arrival and the departure to Edinburgh. So it will be one flight, one stream down to Oslo, and then will be another one on the round trip to Edinburgh, since it's more than an hour waiting time there. So since, let me just double check the timing is there. I do have it here. We're landing quite early from Bodø, we're departing fairly late from to Edinburgh. We're landing in Oslo at 9:30. So 9:30, and then we're departing at 11:20, so that's about 1 hour and 50 minutes afterwards. So that means we have a 50-minute break in between, so I will divide it up because of that. So that means we will do that briefing at 10:20 local then, an hour before the flight departs. Then we'll do the briefing to Edinburgh. Yeah, I know. I hope we will. I don't think we will have any grease on it actually. It's not even complete. It was a word limit on Discord, so I couldn't even get everything out. But I don't think it is any grease so far in. We're flying to Burgas, so red eye once again, so that could be interesting. But at least it's. We'll see if we will have anything in June. Yes. Can actually do a quick realign. Just let that stay there for a little bit. Yeah, looks like everything is working as it should. 95, 95, 92, 92. Yeah, we are good. So Addons 800 Navigraph 26K air is up to date, and latest operation program. Standing at Oslo Gardermoen, use the GPS left position. And it's 1839.3, 1839, yes. And it is the 21st of May. For whatever reason though, in the flight simulator it says that's 23rd of May and it's like 4 in the morning. I'm not sure why, but at least it says the corrected in the aircraft, so that's good. And it's going to Echo November Bravo Oscar. We do also have ATC online. We do actually have power, so let me just flip that over. Here we will be Nordic 5-6 uniform. we are expecting... Actually, let us get the 80s first. Yeah.
All station Gardermoen Tower is closing. Monitor 122 days from now.
Yeah, you heard Burgas indeed. Just look out for the roster channel in Discord. It will probably... I hope it will be there after this weekend. It was in the... I did exceed the maximum 2,000 words that you can use on one message, so... I'll add that once I got everything else in place. Or got rid of some of the rosters here. There we go. So, departure information Lima, 1750. So, runways 1 left and right in use. RCR is 555, 100% wet. RCR 1 555. For clearance to start up, contact tower 180.35 at the port, blah blah blah. Yeah, there we go. Q minimums 3,000 feet. At least we don't need anti-ice, so that's good. So information Lima at least. We can request also clearance. Departure clearance. Information Lima. We are at stand 60. Yes, so you could expect perhaps one on the right then by the Ribbe 6 Delta. And then Ribbe direct to Gigni. Then direct to Sumu. Sumu, direct to Odnos and Odnos 1 Charlie. And then ILS Zulu 07, Odnos 1 Charlie, and it's going to be via Rotut, I think. No, maybe not. I don't remember. It will be via Okned, is it? Okned. There we go. Final reserves today will be at 1.4. That will be 2.3. City fuel mass is 47.7. Forgot to request a fuel truck. Request a refueling. And it will be flight level 38. And it will be to 8725. Minus 46. There we go. And then this, yeah, we need to add a little bit of an engine outside until we know the runway. But I think actually we may expect to be descending down to flight level 37. So I think we may actually go for flight level 36 initially, but we'll go, we will take that decision after departure. It's not really a hurry. The 1.8 is the correct one, there we go. Hey, 83 studio, thank you though. 17, come on. That's actually insane. That's more than a year from now. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Love that you're doing this long-term commitment. Damn, so you, yeah, good. Great, so you love Bodø, but that's wonderful then. I mean, I really like it myself, so that's nice. Hope for the same. Hopefully we should also be departing early, so looks like it will be a nice day indeed. But yeah, we are just waiting for... yeah, I think actually he went offline. Ah, yeah, he did. I no wonder it got silent on the frequency then. Yeah, but then we don't need to worry about that at all then. I think we're actually supposed to use one on the left then, so then we can go without. So departure, we will go with one on the left by the Ribbe 1 Charlie. Execute. And then it's going to be take off, runway 1 on the left. Take Bravo 7 since you also like that as well. And it's Inse visit.
Garmin traffic, Nordic 204, lining up runway 19 left.
Inse. OB 311. Inbound, left turns. Yes, let us just request the latest weather for both airports, and then we should be ready here. Maybe start up sail from the cargo as well. Just maybe.
Common traffic, Nordic 55 Juliet, take my final runway 1 right.
Garmin traffic, Nordic 204, departing runway 19 left.
Hey, Garmin's looking good. Showers of rain in the vicinity. Broken at 3400, view at 2600, view at 3000, cumulonimbus 14 degrees. Variable 2 knots, nice. And then for Bodø, it's looking good there as well. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, so I spoke to security and they started checking in, but there's at least 20 minutes to go before we can expect to start boarding.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
It's going to be 17, inclination 16, 17, inclination 1016. Yeah, we should be able to land in Bodø without any problems, so that's wonderful. Yes! Yes, shall we just start prepping? You go there. $14.80.
Common traffic, Nordic 55 Juliet, vacated.
That was bang on. Not bad.
Garmin traffic, Nordic 204, airborne, runway 19 left, climbing via SID to flight level 310.
There we go. Yes, I'm ready for a briefing. And a route check, of course. Always forget to do that. Okay, so we can start off with a route check. So we are expecting the... so first of all, we're flying Oslo to Bodø on Golsa Nordic 56 uniform. We're expecting one on the left for Ribbe 1 Charlie departure, Ribbe, then it's going to be direct to Gigni, and then direct to Somub, and then direct to Odnos, and then Odnos arrival into Bodø. Ground distance 465 compared to 466, that's pretty much bang on. Preparing 2.8 tons, that'll be 2.4 here, so also looking good on fuel. Not bad, not bad. No, that was the wrong chart. Yes, so for the taxi out, these are airport charts, or ground charts, effective on the 14th of May 2026. We are parked at stand 60, down in the corner here, expecting a straight push, taxi left on Delta, right on Papa, and then we'll do a calculation out of Bravo 7. There is no hotspots, tax restrictions, any notable no temps for us today. Except for, well, that's going to be affecting our departure, but for a potential return back, it's going to be that silver left ILS is currently out of service. Mars TR206 dry, but the conditions are good, with some light rain in the vicinity and some variable winds, but generally good. But also be aware of some cumulonimbus clouds higher up here, some cumulonimbus clouds. So be aware of that, and there is also going to be some moderate icing conditions during the departure, up to flight level 200. Yes, then for the SID, we are expecting the... We are expecting the Ribbe 1 Charlie departure. This will be on the RNF SIDs for 1 on the left, effective 40th of May 26. Departing straight out 102 degrees to Gulf Mike 604, maximum 230 knots. Then we're going to do a left turn to Gulf Mike 444. Then left towards Ribu, then towards Snidim, continue to Lilleba, Nordhug, and Ribbe. We set Carbon is 3,000 feet, going to be maximum 250 knots as always, below flight level 100. Initial climb, flight level 7,000 feet. I think it will be noise abatement number 1 on this one. Yeah, that will do, yeah. Just wait a moment. It's a cat, of course. Passage in and out of the house is now through my window. There we go. Yes, so, but at least it is nothing else special here. But at least it's going to be noise abatement number 1 for departure. Yes, that means, sorry, noise abatement number 2, so that means it's going to be climbing on a V2 plus 20 all the way up to, sorry, at 800 feet AGL. Let me start again. So at 800 feet AGL, speed is bent, we'll back up to 220 knots. And then we will retract the flaps as scheduled, once passing 3,700 feet of QNH. Then we'll close the speed window and continue accelerating the aircraft. Good. It's going to be a normal LAVIDA departure, and we have got the ILS on 110.55 on active, so it's going to be for 1 on the left on both. And then Gardermoen VR on 115.95 on standby on both nav radios. Engine outside is fairly straightforward today. It's going to be pretty much just straight ahead, passing 2,200 feet, left turn to Insuv, 311 inbound left turns, climbing up to 5,000. Weather conditions are good in Oslo, and we do not expect anything out of the ordinary. Should be departing below the maximum landing weight, and all the runways are available for landing if required. We are aware though that the ILS for 0 left is out of service, so that will be a non-precision into that. But the ILS is fully operative at the 19 left and 0 on the right, and downgrade to Cat 1 at the 19 right, even though we can't really land anything lower than Cat 1. with an engine inoperative. So yeah, again, the return back to Gardermoen is not going to be a problem at all. It's good weather conditions, and yeah, should be able to also have the field inside for most of the return back. Yes. Shouldn't really be anything else, should it? Yeah, also to be aware of that, there should also be no turns below 1,100 feet for the River 1 Charlie departure. Yes, and there is no threats. Do you guys have any questions? No? Then our briefing is complete. Let us do the emergency briefing as well then, while we're on the briefing side of things. Yes, emergency briefing. So, below 80 knots, we will stop the aircraft for any warnings. Above 80 knots, priority we will only stop for fire warning, engine failure, predictive windshield warning, or airplane nebula safe to fly. If we call stop or stop my controls, I will close the reverse levers, disengage auto throttle, apply max manual braking, wait for RTO brakes, manual resist speed brake cable, apply max reverse thrust to stop the aircraft. If you will call stop, I will verify first is closed, also disengage, and max braking applied. I'll call speed brakes up, speed brakes not up, verify reverses, and call the rest status. I'll call any incompleted items, 80 knots, 6 knots, auto disarm, and I'll inform ATC. Wonderful, then once I complete the stop, I will start on the reversers, lower speed brakes, then we will identify the problem and I will command the necessary memo items that we may need to accomplish. I will assist you to identify the problem and will then accomplish any memo items on your command. Good, and then we will evaluate the situation. If no evacuation is needed, on PA, remain seated, situation under control. If the situation is not clear though, on PA, cabin utilizations. If then we'll decide to evacuate the aircraft, above the flaps 40, we will go to the back of the QRH and read through the evacuation checklist. Correction, read and do the evacuation checklist. Happy? Yes. So there were no actions below 40 feet, except for cancel the warnings and raising the gear when opposed the rate. 40 feet, verify heading select, and then follow the engine altitude as discussed on the departure briefing. Any questions? No. Then our briefing, emergency briefing is complete. Briefing checklist to the line. Briefing checklist to the line. Pins and covers. Remote oxygen, 10%. Night transfer and display switches. Normal auto, window heat. On. Press station mode selector. Auto, flight instruments. Tracking 101 degrees, QNH 1018, reading 690 feet. 690, that's 685 and 90. Yeah, plus 5 on standby. Back brake sets, engine start levers cut off, tax and take a briefing, completed. Rear checklist to the line is complete. There is no fuel truck connected, and we got 5,500 kilos of fuel, and that's what, yeah, that's what they requested. So.
Yeah, we shot final 1,500
Only that's
feet,
good
runway
lights
19
then.
for the Viking 537.
Yes, and we're just waiting for the passengers to arrive, and then we are good.
Boarding pass, please.
Huh. I actually do really like the flight plan from Microsoft, not gonna lie, it's actually very good. But I still do prefer Navigraph though.
This way. Good morning.
I can't find anything about the noise abatement so that we do have on the Jefferson, and that's a bit, yeah, would have been nice to have. Hello.
This way,
Hi, Captain. We started boarding. Passengers are coming through now.
Thank you. Because at least I've got one on the seats for Jefferson, it will actually state what noise abatement you should use. So for one on the right and 0 on the right, it will be NDP1. So basically for the right, noise abatement 1, and for the left, noise abatement number 2. But it doesn't mention anything on that here from what I can see.
this way, please. Boarding pass, please.
Find out one.
But I would really like if it did.
Good morning. Boarding pass, please. Hello. Hello.
Unless it's hiding somewhere that I can't see it. So typical.
Welcome on board. Good morning.
I mean, there must be something somewhere here.
Good morning.
Wait, this was actually within the MSA? Oh, I didn't know that. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
Thank you very much.
No problem. I'll ring it for you as soon as they send us out.
Yeah, of course, thanks. Yes, let us just take the latest weather for, or give them a quick PA before we can head out. Mine damer og herrer, god kveld. Mitt navn er Fabian, jeg er kaptein i dag. På vegne av Norwegian og resten av besetningen ønsker vi dere hjertelig om bord denne flyvningen til Bodø lufthavn. Flyttet opp til Bodø i kveld. Jeg forventer det blir rundt ca. 1 time og 15 minutter. Vi begynner snart å bli klare for avgang her fremme og forventer å dytte gate om rundt ca. 5 til 10 minutter. Hvis vi vennligst kan sette dere ned, ta på sikkerhetsbeltet, så vi kan begynne besetningen snart gjennomføre en sikkerhetsbriefing, som vi da anbefaler støtte å følge på for å sikre andres sikkerhet om bord. Vi planlegger for øyeblikket en sørlig avgangsrute, men forventer ganske raskt å ta en venstresving og fortsette nord mot Bodø. Forventer en marsjt på rundt 38 000 fot med gode flyforhold. Men som alltid vil anbefale sikkerhetsbeltet på, bare sånn til vi kommer bort til nøyfødt turbulens. Værforholdene i Bodø på øyeblikket ser også rimelig bra ut. Det er noe svakere vind kommende fra nord, rundt 17 grader og skyfri himmel. Ellers sitter jeg slapp av, så ønsker vi en behagelig reise med Norwegian. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Fabian, I'm a captain today, and on behalf of Norwegian and the rest of the crew, we want to wish you very welcome aboard this flight to Bodø. Flight towards Bodø today is expected to be approximately 1 hour and 15 minutes. We are now shortly ready for departure. Expect to push back from the gate in approximately 5 to 10 minutes. If you may please sit down, take your seatbelts. And the cabin crew will soon go through a safety briefing that will encourage you to hold off on those safety aboard the aircraft. We are currently at the moment planning a southbound departure out of Oslo before continuing then with a left turn to the north to Bodø. We are expected to be cruising at approximately 38,000 feet today with good flying conditions. As always, we do recommend a steep on just in case encountering some unexpected turbulence. And the weather conditions in Bodø at the moment looking fairly good, with just some light winds coming from the north, about 17 degrees centigrade and clear skies. Otherwise, sit down, relax, and we wish a pleasant flight with Norwegian. Thank you. But yeah, at least I got everything and everyone on board in about 4 bags. There we go. I got about 600 kilos of bags and cargo. Yeah, so let's see then. The sea fuel mass, from what we can see here from the road sheet, is 4.8. And here we have 4.77. That is, yeah, that's within limits. But it's 300 kilos difference though. Our expected fuel mass was 47,700, so I have it increased by this much. Yes, I got 9. How much cargo did we get in total? But here it says 600. If we go to the next one, it says that's how to load the PMDG. Ah, okay. Yeah, so that's 56, 372 and 620. 372 and 620. There we go, 48.1. That was a bit more close at least. Yeah, but then we can accept that. Wonderful. So we can sign that off. There you go. Sign, save, and submit. And we can execute. So 53.6 on the takeoff weight, 53.3, that's good, and it's going to be -4, so minus, yeah, so 20.6 on the CG. There we go. Takeoff, Bravo 7, 1 on the left. Takeoff weight will be then 54,100. Just also get the latest update of weather update. Yep. 1850 good, so 220 at 3 knots. 223, 14 and 18. That would be 22k. Assume 59 degrees. That will give us 80.7. 87. Yeah, that would be a large deviation nevertheless. At least it's higher than aircraft can accept that 40 degrees is confirming. Yeah, flaps 5. Trim 4.8. And it's going to be then 28, 28 and 31. 28, 29, 31. Let's do a cross check. So 22k, 22k, soon 59, 59 and 80.7. Again, 87.1. That will just be like it is. And plus 14 degrees is confirmed. Flaps 5, trim 5, correction 4.8, and then we speed 28, 28 and 31. We have 28, 29 and 31. Acceleration altitude 800 feet and 1480 set on both. PFD is wonderful. Performance is good. Check, then we're good to go. There we go. Fuel checklist below the line. Fuel checklist below the line. Fuel, we have 5,500 kilos on board. From Son, passenger signs set. Auto brake, RTO, city with an cars completed. Takeoff speeds V1 128, VR 129, V2 131. M speed V2 131, heading 192, and altitude flight levels correction 7,000 feet. Fuel checklist complete.
Yes, let us get everything ready then.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Hello, good evening, thank you very much. Good, we are ready. But they are ready. And we are on advisory. There's no traffic behind us. Not from what I can see. So you can see some light showers that are made there.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Copy the ground, we will pressurize hydraulics.
Locking gear.
Yes, that's all good. Before start checklist. Before start checklist, flight deck door. Close the locked doors and windows. Close locked, anti-collision light on, transponder. Set, rudder trim. 3 and 0. Before start checklist complete. Ground traffic, Nordic 5-6, uniform, push to start out of stand 6-0, Garden 1. Cockpit clear push, brake set.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Thank you, we'll start 2 on the sequence. Starting number 1. There we go.
Please set parking brakes.
Park brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Return to standby. Start kit out. Starting number 1. Start cut out. Pop to the ground with 2 good starts, you can disconnect.
Lining up, runway 19 left.
Unlocking gear.
Whoa.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Tack för upp. Lycka för det blir en have a wonderful evening. See you next time. Bye bye.
Traffic Nordic, Papa start taking off runway 19 left.
There you go. We've got the gear pin. Flaps 5, flight control check. Before taxi checklist. Before taxi checklist, generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, aircon and press, PAX auto, isolation valve, auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall, checked, engine start levers, R10, flight controls, checked, good on equipment, clear, flaps, 5 land, 5 green, APU off, before taxi checklist complete. Hello. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the cabin is secure for takeoff.
Thank you.
No problem.
Current traffic, Nordic 56 uniform, taxiing via Delta and Papa Don Bravo 71 and the left, Gardermoen. Right clear, left is clear.
Gardermoen traffic, category 8377, lining up runway 19 left, expecting departure in 1 minute.
Gardermoen traffic Nordic 14136 mile out, ILS minor right.
Traffic, Canada 9 outer establish Navigraph whiskey behind the shuttle.
Gardermoen traffic, category 8377, takeoff runway 19 left.
Speed. So we have a Qatar now taking off. Aha, I see. No, I don't see. There I see. Left clear, right clear. And left is clear, right is clear. Oh no, wait, we were supposed to go via Papa. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. We missed it. Go via Victor instead then. We are ending up at the same place nevertheless. Just a little detour. Right clear, right clear. Why is the performance stuttering so much? What? I can see. Maybe this is the... No, maybe not. It didn't really matter. We have an SS departing ahead of us nevertheless, so we need to wait for him, so... We'll take a little detour via Sierra, doesn't really matter. Left clear, right clear. City cabin before they go checklist. Before they go checklist, flaps. 5 plan, 5 green, starboard stream, 5.8 units. Cargo given before they go checklist complete. And right is clear. Same with left.
Traffic, Navigraph Hotel, short final on road 9 right.
Garden traffic, Nordic 1413, runway 19 right to exit.
Let's see, maybe this is the reason. I could imagine that it could be. Did it get any better? Maybe not actually, so that was probably not the reason. Left clear, right clear. Cargo traffic, Nordic 56 uniform, leading up runway 1 left web, Bravo 7, Gardermoen. Okay, we're lining up. Wait. Left is clear, right is clear, he's departing. That would been a little bit better turn. Where is this? Yes. Cargo traffic, Nordic 56 uniform, departing 1 on the left via Dirib, Volanta, Charlie departure, Gardermoen. Yes, ready. I'm ready. Take off. Setting first. First set.
80 knots.
Checked.
V1 tape. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Speed into vents, 220 knots. 220 sets. Flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps up, speed checked.
Traffic, Nordic 6 shallow right, short final.
Output engage. Flaps up, no lights. Håller till ribbe. Ribbe, confirm. Execute. Continue climbing up to flight level 380. 380. Set. Set standard after take checklist. After their checklist, engine bleeds, on, packs, auto, landing gear, up and off, flaps, up and light, altimeters. There you go, standard set. Passing flight level 77. Now. Plus minus 0. After takeoff checklist complete. Delete reduce climb. Almost directly north there. Flight level 100. Yeah, close speed window. Sorry, I forgot it. Yep. Wonderful. So then we are on our way to Bodø. Just seatbelt at least. Good. So when are we expected to be landing now? 38. Yeah, that's 12 minutes early. Not bad. I feel like we actually maybe finished at about the time we should have landed in Bodø. That's not bad at all. Okay, so now we need to find out cruise. Yeah, okay, yeah. We can go, so we will climb to flight level 390, so 390 set. We actually need to go straight up, so 390 set, sit vents, 390 set, 1, 2, 3. Okay, need to do an RSM check. We can do that at flight level 210. I don't think we'll make 200. We can actually do it at flight level 200. So RSM check, flight level 200, passing 200. Now, let's press -0 on my standby on your side. 0 as well, wonderful. Then we are all good to enter RSM at least. Wonderful. Yes, this is. Do. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay. I wonder actually where we're going to be parking today. I think it's going to be on parking 7. But I'm actually not sure. But maybe we'll find out. Can we have flight radar? Where are you? You are there. Thank you. Button. Here. Button. Good. There we go. So. Already soon passing flight level 300, so it's going fairly quick. Yes, there we have our Bodø aircraft. And I have no clue where we're parking though, so we'll just see where it will be, but it will be something. That's for sure. Passing flight level 300. So there was something wrong with my roster. Yeah, just set the timings here. Yeah, briefing is not between 7 and 7:40. It's at 7 blank. Wait to see how good the weather is in Bodø then. I mean, it's a bit like KBK and yeah. I mean, it wasn't long ago it was expected to be good weather here in where I live, like sun and 25 degrees, and now it's actually just been raining all the time. So it'll be raining on Saturday. Yeah, but when we are departing as well to Edinburgh, so it will be a little bit of rain shower. Okay, that's here though, not at Gardermoen. Yeah, we're raining at about the same time. Let's request a weather update. Sorry. Bodø it is. See how the weather is. What? Why did GSX just restart? What? Why did the simulator throw? Oh no. It fixed it at least. Nice. So yeah, let's just sit here, relax and enjoy the view. I mean, just look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Good old sun. And a good old A-car's pling, as you can, if you can call it like that. Yeah, so Bodø corrected 0228 KVK A 16 degrees Canadian 16. Yeah. Light winds from the north for. Yeah, I need to actually know the acronym or the phrasing of the wind speed a bit better. Boris. To start, yeah, I need to look up that tomorrow. But I hope we'll have a lot. I mean, we have a day off tomorrow. That's quite nice. So, let's see if we can look that up. T-Bolt, hello, welcome, Uppingwell. Good evening, Uppingwell. I'm very sorry if I did say your name or pronounced it incorrectly. I probably did, so please correct me. I'm so sorry. So yeah, please, please correct me there. At least welcome, though. Welcome. $1,000. So at least the weather conditions are expected to be good in Bodø, so that is nice to see. Yeah, so the set is at 2010. That's just within 30 minutes, 29 minutes. It's not that long, and top of the set is 211 miles, so it's not really much time to relax. That is a little bit though, compared to Bergen. Up and down. In one go. Or Stavanger, perhaps. Can't remember where we are flying on Sunday. Oh, yes, right, that is the Kristiansand and then Charles de Gaulle, yeah. And then we are flying to Bodø again on that Monday. We're actually supposed to, or expected to fly with a MAX today. And tomorrow. Oh, sorry, on Thursday. Sorry. Saturday it is. Third time the charm. Gigni, here we go. Need to do a fuel check at Gigni. Eventually we lift off out of Gardermoen, departure at 1924? Yeah, 1924. That is the rerouting upon Victor instead of Papa. Yeah, fuel aboard, we currently have 3,800. Yeah, 3,000, sorry, 2,000, 3,800, 3,880. And then fuel used is 1.9, 1,920. No, that can't be right. It's 1,620, of course. Where did I get 9 from? There we go. That was much better. And we are past the waypoint. Yeah, we are currently about 7 minutes ahead of schedule. Flight 390 WB117. Good. So, yeah, then we just need to wait a little bit before we start prepping for the approach. Okay, there we go. Sorry for that. Let us see. Yes, so let us see here then. Arrival. South. Yeah, coming up ned, and we're starting off at Bodø's. One Charlie is this one. Yeah, we could expect a director perhaps, yeah. ILS Zulu for 07. Degree, yeah, that should not be a problem at all. Yeah, that mistake there I've done before. That's nothing new. Charted area lies within. Yeah. I think we should be ready to start setting up what we need. Expect a direct to Okned at some point. Okned. Yeah, probably right after Addons actually. Yeah, 2037 is what we are expected to be landing now. Oh yeah, no change really. Golden Beacon Roblox, and welcome, well, good evening. Welcome. And Bobby, hello, good evening. Hopping well. Welcome. Hello.
Hi, Captain. I was wondering if you'd like anything to eat. Anything from the menu, or maybe a snack.
Do you guys want anything before we start setting up for the approach? Or are you happy behind or back there? Oh, B-52 bomb, or B-52 on the flight radar. That's cool. Not bad, not bad. Nice. No, thank you.
No problem. Give me a call if you change your mind.
Yeah, of course. Yes, so remaining will be 072. Yeah, there it is. 110.3. And then Bodø VOR will be 11755. Good, minimums will be category Charlie for 3 degree. Yeah, we should do that first. Landing around X37, RCR is good. Dry and nice, or nice and dry perhaps. Trip. That's 300, 3 plus 5 is 8. So 800 kilos, that will be 50.8 then. 50,800 kilos after landing. And then it's just the weather conditions left. Yeah, of course 3 degrees on the climate gradient. Yeah, 83 degrees or 2.5. It's 20 feet difference, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah. There we go. Yeah, so 02 at 8. Uh, 15 and QNH is 16. QNH 16. Yep, calculate. Actually, where do we want to vacate? We want to vacate Delta. That's about yeah, if you go good enough on the braking, you should be able to do that. But yeah, that will be at least flat 3129, flat 3130, then big correction 5 knots. Yes, that will be 135 on final then. Good. So that will be category Charlie aircraft, that will be 300 feet on the minimums. There you go, 300 feet. Yeah, I think we should be ready, so if you guys are, we can start with our approach briefing. So approach briefing, we'll start off with the star. So this is our RNAV stars into, or the southern RNAV stars into Bodø, effective of 14th of May 2026. We're starting off at Addons, should be above flight level 80. Continue descending towards Bravo Delta, correction Bravo Oscar 526, and then to X's above 7000. Continue to Bravo Oscar 528 above 5000, and then to Okne, the clearance limit, above 4005 feet, maximum 220 knots. FSA in Bodø is 6200 feet. We'll be flying a maximum 2 knots below flight level 100 as usual. We are expected to be landing with approximately 2.7 tons of fuel on board the aircraft, so that will be approximately 400 kilos above. So we do have a bit of extra fuel in case, so that is not too bad at all. But at least it's quite limited, but we do have some extra in case of an unexpected holding or something like that. But it's nothing else significant to be aware of for the star at least. For the approach, we're expecting the ILS Zulu for 07. This will be on the respective charge, also effective for 27th of November 2025. So, coming in Okne, the initial approach fix, maximum 220 knots. Continue descending towards the intermediate fix Ripto, 2000 feet above, maximum 200. Preparing is 072 degrees, ILS DMI is 110.3 Bravo Oscar. So 072 is set triple, and 110.3 is also set triple, and we set Bodø VR on 117.55 on standby on both nav radios. Standard 3-degree glide minimums at 300 feet with a missed approach climb gradient of 3%. Yeah, poppies, both left and right of the runway. And yeah, transition level 80. Missed. We're going to be climbing on a 72 degrees heading until 400 feet, then a right turn, maximum 160 knots, to intercept radial 087 from Bodø VR. At 15 DME Bodø VR or 3,100 feet, whichever is later. Right turn direct to Bodø VR, climbing to 4,500 feet. And no turn before DME 0.9 Bodø, the ILS DME. So that means if we need to go around, we're going to be climbing on... we're going to be climbing straight on 072 degrees until passing 400 feet, and not before 0.9 DME from... Bravo Oscar, so that's you over here. And radial 087 outbound, and then 15 me or 3,100 feet, whichever is later. Right turn, Bodø VR, 4,500 feet. So yeah, nothing special for the missed approach. Only be aware of that large mountain that's on the end of the runway, or the end of the departure end of 07. So at the runway on the threshold T5. Again, that's also why we are doing this fairly early right turn. So be aware of that. But yeah, other than that though, it is also a caution here of do not mistake southern parallel taxiway for runway. That's actually something I've done before, so be very careful with that, because that taxiway there is fairly wide, much wider than normal. So it's quite easy to confuse, especially in daylight, but it's starting to, it's a nice sunset now, so should be easy to see in regards to lights and that kind of stuff. Yes, other than that though, MSA down in the south east of the airport will be 6,002, but over water in the northwest it will be actually 3,007, so it'll be a little bit deviation, but we'll go with 6,002 as the primary one. For the taxi in, this is our airport charts, effective 14th of May 26. Landing 37, we will preferably vacate Delta, because I will just with taxi straight to an hotel and then stand 17 I think we are parking on today, I'm not sure. There is no hotspots, taxi restrictions. Only notable note time is a crane in the vicinity up northeast of the airport. There is also a ship mast fairly close by that we could see on the approach for MS-37, but that's going to be less than 100 feet, so that should be good. Other than that, no other note times. So again, hotel and probably stand 17, but we'll wait and see. We'll see if we can find any information where we're parking today. RCR 6 dry, but the conditions are looking absolutely amazing in Bodø, expecting good weather. Clear skies and some light winds from the north, so slight cross headwind is expected. Yeah, I'm going to be, forgot to say that we're landing with flaps 30, 130 on VRF in correction 5, final 135 with the manual braking, and it's going to be second to 10 reverse thrust. But yeah, it's not going to be any anti-icy news or anything like that, and there is nothing really special. Threat-wise today, the only notable threat is going to be the terrain. As you can see, it's especially here on the end of Runway 25, where we have a lot of mountains, and generally around the airport as well. So we need to be on the lookout for that. It's good weather and it's still daylight, so should be able to see that fairly clearly, but especially on the missed approach, be aware of that. Another threat is of course the missed approach itself. It's a fairly complex one in regards that we need to do turns quite low to the ground, quite unusual, so we need to be very careful when we are doing that. Like the earliest we can do that turn is at 400 feet, and that's almost nothing, so be careful. Also in regards to that, we're also very light at the moment, so that this aircraft will then start pitching up and accelerating fairly quickly. So energy management in this in the go-around in this case will be fairly important. So have that in mind. We will not go full go-around for us. We will go reduced as normal, except if we need full thrust for whatever reason. But again, be aware that we also are light at the moment, so acceleration and climb out will be fairly rapid if we do a missed approach. And the last threat for today will of course be that collision with the southern taxiway that's running parallel to the runway. Again, it can be fairly easy to mistake those, but at least we do have an ILS for the runway, not for the taxiway, so it should be easy to we should be good with differentiating those two. But that should be a bit. There is no other threats. Do you guys have any questions for the approach? No? Then our briefing is complete. And when we're ready, we can descend down to flight level 200. 200 sets. Descent checklist. Descent checklist presentation landing altitude 7. I should not be 700 feet. It will be 50 feet. I forgot to set that in all the way in Oslo. That's impressive. 50 feet. Recall checked. Auto brake off. Landing data. VRF 130 minimums 300. Approach briefing completed. Descent checklist complete. And there we go, we're starting our descent. Wonderful. But why in the world do we have Polaris control over the Atlantic or over the Norwegian Sea, like up in Svalbard even. Like, why in the world is he online? There's no one flying there. I mean, why not? Yes, let's do a quick PA then, and yeah, it's just a landing left. So, META for Bodø, it's light winds from the north, 15 degrees, and almost clear skies. And we should be landing in approximately 25 to 30 minutes. Mine damer og herrer, dette er kaptein som snakker, en liten oppdatering fremme fra cockpit. Som dere kanskje lagt merke til, så har nå begynt nedstigende ned mot Bodø lufthavn, og vi har for øyeblikket ventet til å lande om rundt ca. 25 til 30 minutter. Værforholdene i Bodø for øyeblikket ser rimelig bra ut, med litt svakere vind kommende fra nord. Det er for øyeblikket rundt 15 grader og nesten skyfri himmel. Vi forventer for øyeblikket å parkere ved gaten ca. rundt 10-15 minutter foran skjema, og vi forventer ikke noe særlig forsinkelser innover mot Bodø for øyeblikket. Ellers, vi håper veldig fin flytur med Norwegian, og vi takk for at du valgte å fly med oss i dag. Vi håper vi ser deg igjen for neste flytur, og så ønsker vi en fin kveld videre. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. It's a quick update from the flight deck. As you will notice, we now start our descent down towards Bodø, and we can expect landing in approximately between 25 and 30 minutes. Weather conditions in Bodø at once looking good, with just some light winds from the north, about 15 degrees centigrade, and almost clear skies. We're currently expected to be parking at the gate approximately between 10 to 15 minutes ahead of schedule, and we do not expect any significant delays coming into Bodø. Otherwise, we hope to enjoy this flight with Norwegian, and we do thank you for choosing us. We hope to see you again on the next flight, and we do wish you a pleasant evening. Thank you. Magma Musa, hello, welcome, opening well, good evening. Yes, so what do we need? We are Nordic 5-6 uniform, if you wonder. Nordic 5-6 uniform. Yeah, what was that weather update from? This was the 1950 update. Yeah. Should have one actually right before landing as well. Should be able to receive that in about the 30s. 2030s, but let's see. Yes, but at least we're all good, so. We also expect that direct. Looks like we should be good with terrain as well on that, so. Nice. Oh, where I'm from? I'm from Norway. Living not too far off from Oslo, Gardermoen. So that's pretty much why we also are based in Oslo. If that's what you're wondering. Or do you wonder flight? Even, hello, welcome, opening well. Good evening. Long time no see. Haven't seen you for a while. Opening well. Yeah, so we're flying with Norwegian on June 3rd from Burgas to Oslo. Ooh. That's not too long neither. Enjoy your flight. Sounds good. Are you going to be departing late in the evening, I imagine? Or do Norwegians have a earlier flight that day? I'm not sure actually. No, it does depend a little bit really. Like, at least in the 737 here on the FMC here, I normally would just check the like the timings and that kind of stuff, distances is what we will get from here. So, but I mean, it does depend on what you want to do. It's a lot of optional entries you can do in here. It's not that much that is mandatory, at least not in the region. So, it does depend. It does. But also just doing things there makes you do something at least. Make the time pass a bit, if you understand what I mean. So, at least, because you can pretty much control almost everything from that little computer. So, it's quite important. But in cruise, I won't really touch it too much. But again, it does depend on what you want to do and achieve during cruise. Oh yeah, so flying. Sorry, you are from Bergen. Not bad. Bergen is nice though. It is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's quite late though. Yeah, but at least enjoy your flight though. You did? Hey, fantastic. Sounds like you enjoyed it at least. Sounds good. Yeah, continue setting down to flight level 100. 100 sets. On the A350 1000 as well. Bad, not bad. No, unfortunately not. I'm not. I'm currently just going Vega 2 actually. So just past the 18 years marker. So not that old. I'm currently educating to become a flight mechanic though. So, but I can't become a pilot unfortunately. But flight mechanic is possible. Nothing else. It's the only alternative. Thank you, Evan. Thank you. I do. Now my monitor is turning off. It's actually so bad that I don't even have the remote control for this thing. Sorry, there we go. Again, my stupid monitor that turns off. It's a TV, and I of course don't have the remote control. I didn't get it with it. But fair enough, I did get the TV for free though. I didn't pay anything for it, so fair enough. But I can't have this automatic timer where it will turn it off if you don't click OK, and I don't have anything to click OK with, so let's see if we can find a solution for that. So I can use an old remote controller or something, or do something else. Because even the button underneath to turn it on and off doesn't work. You can't click on that. Like, why? Christian, eller Volka oppring vel. Good evening. I'm doing good, thank you. Doing good. Yes, vi kan fly direkt och ned. Och ned confirm. Execute. Disregard. Ah, nice, Magnus. Sounds good, sounds good. I mean, at least in Norway, we actually, the flight mechanics one is actually free. It's normal high school, so. But there's a lot of work, though. Need to warn you about that. I have 3 exams now in June, so it's heavy stuff. Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for landing. No
Thank you very
problem.
much. Okay, good. Cabin is secure. I still don't understand why Polaris over the Norwegian Sea, but Svalbard is online. There's still no one there. Maybe we just want to grind hours on as a controller on VADSIM, and there's no offline there, so we can just be there and not do anything. I mean, that sounds quite reasonable, not gonna lie. I would have probably done the same. But it doesn't even give us the frequency before up in the corner. Yeah, it's still quite new to leader charts, so it's something I need to get used to. Just look at this. Absolutely amazing. Take a screenshot of this. Flying in northern Norway, it's just nice, really. It's hard to describe. It's just good. Oh, yeah, math exam next Tuesday. Oh, good luck though. Good luck with that. Okay, can I continue descending down to flight level 80 set. It must be so nice though to be a passenger on this flight. Just look at the scenery and the sunset and all of that. Whew. I almost wish I booked the flight up in real life. I think it cost, yeah, the most expensive ticket was 1500 kroner, so it's very expensive. Get the cheaper one for probably a little bit less. Yeah, we should be landing in 10 minutes, not even that, perhaps. Yeah, just about 10 minutes, yeah. Yeah, no worries, okay, I do understand that. But yeah, at least thank you for tuning in though, and hope to see you again on the next stream in it. And enjoy your trip, and good luck with your exam as well. Bodø over there. Bodø is here. At least it looks quite right with the mountain. And from our position as well. Flight level 100. What was the latest QNH we got? METAR. QNH 1016. Continue descending down to... What is it? I'll find it. 2000, yeah. Continue descending down to 2000 feet. 2000 set. Set QNH 1016. Approach checklist. Monster 16 set cross checked. Approach checklist, all meters. Passing flight level 86. Now. Rest 10. Approach checklist complete. Okay, we do have some slight tailwinds, so be aware of that. Looks good. That is good, so I'll switch over to terrain there as well. Just in case of that they go around, so we have a better situational awareness of the terrain. Speed it went. .220 knots. 220 sets. So we got 117.3 on both and 117.55 on both. We got the Bravo Oscar identified 14.1 miles out of both. Good. You are good. Yes. Thing is looking good. Flaps 5, speed checked. Speed 200. 100 sets. Mountain. Approach arm. Follow capture. Glass to capture. Missed approach altitude 4,500 set. Area live QNH 1016. Checked. B180. Get down. Flaps 15. Speed checked. Speed 160. Set. Landing checks flaps. Cabin crew seats for landing, please. Landing flaps, cab call, given, engine start switches, continuous, speed brakes, armed, landing gear, down, holding at flaps. Flaps 30, speed checked. Speed 135, set. Complete landing checklist. Flaps, 30 planned, 30 green light. Landing checklist complete. We are approaching 1000, we are stable, the runway is clear. Clear to land. Disengaging autothrottle not pilot.
1000. 500. Approaching minimums.
Contact.
300. Minimums. 200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brakes up. 2 reversers, 100 knots, 80 knots, 60 knots. Welcome to Bodø, flight time 1 hour 12 minutes. Managed to vacate where we wanted as well. Even better. That was what taxiway. Men det er ok. Med veldig big quick stop. You just take it the left turn in here then. Let's just hold there for a second so we can find out where we are parking. We are parking at... Yeah, parking at 17 like I predicted. Oh, pretty much be just straight ahead. Ah, wait, 17 is there, not there. Stop here. Otherwise we will overshoot. Shut out number 2. Shut out number 1. Here it must be 1111. I don't think so, but I hope so. Yes, shuttle checklist to the line.
On checklist of the line, fuel pumps off, probe heat off, auto paddle set, flaps up, no lights, parking brake set, engine start levers cut off, weather radar off. Shutdown checklist to the line complete. Oh, you have, yeah, at least complete flight, 1 hour 27:48. Say 1 hour 28 minutes then. What did I say? 1 hour and 28. The worst 8 I've ever written in my life. So bad. Yeah. Works as well. And yeah, we do have some times we need. Yeah, here they're taking the shortcut here as well. Here and in Trondheim, they really like that shortcut. And lift off. Touchdown. We landed at 2036. And we parked up at 2040. Supposed to be here, but okay, it works. Is there anything you guys want to add in the technical log of the aircraft? And we have 2,610 kilos. And we have currently burned through 2,880. And it's going to be 92 and 93. And the runway was dry, reported, and we encountered dry runway as well. And there was no 80s. Yeah, nothing we want to add in the technical log. Then shutdown checklist below the line. Shutdown checklist below the line, technical log completed, EFB completed, shutdown checklist complete. Oi da, that was a miss. There we go. Let's open the door. Wonderful, then we can round things up here. We're pretty much finished. It's a fresh air. It's needed. Oh yeah. Wait a moment here. Wait, I can't even write correctly. Yes, Yeah, that's a very good question, actually. Everything is pretty much self-taught. I have only watched YouTube videos, really, and read through documents. So I've been learning everything, pretty much everything by myself, my own will. I don't know anyone working in aviation, so I'm the first one in the family, pretty much. So it's all self-taught, really. Let's close that window. I think Self and the cargo crashed. Yeah, I mean, they're finished with deboarding nevertheless. I think we are good to just log off from the EFB here. There we go. And yes, shall we just shut down the aircraft? Yes, yes, yes. It's actually flight level 9 when I think about it. Yes, we'll just leave you as you are. Yep, secure checklist. Secure checklist, IRSs, off, emergency exit lights, off, window heat, off, packs, off, ground power, off, battery, off. Oi da. Secure checklist complete. Wonderful. Ah, you also are nice though. Good to not be the only one. But yeah, see you later indeed. God kväll, ha det bra. Let us see here then. The problem is that we don't really have anything to walk in here. Let us first of all just close that door. Yeah, they don't have we do have stairs back there, but why don't we just... Okay, I know what we can do. We can open the door. We can walk into the aircraft. How do I close it from the inside again? I don't remember where the click spot is. There it is. I think... There we go. Yes, oh, I can close the door. Just walk through. Speed running. Why in the world are we walking so fast? Oh my days. There we go, that's a bit better. There we go, because here we actually do have stairs as well, so we can actually... Yeah, why in the world are you armed? You shouldn't be armed in the first place. Oh no, I misclicked. Oh, I misclicked so hard as well. We need to... I forgot that we need to be in the drone camera, so let us just do this again. So difficult this was supposed to be. This was a bit more acceptable speed, perhaps. I mean, I must say though, it's so hard to judge how fast you walk in real life compared to simulator. It's so difficult. I mean, in real life, I can walk faster than this through the aisle. It's not a problem. Yeah, but now we have a problem that we can't close the door. Okay, we'll just disregard that. I will just walk out. At least now we can be outside. Fresh air and yeah. Yeah, actually I don't use the walk around mode. It's not that, it doesn't work that well, unfortunately. In regards to that, airports are not like the jet bridges and the terminals are not hard points in many airports. It's just like a floating light soft texture. So it's actually not that easy to use the walk around mode and walk everywhere you want to walk. So going with a good old drone camera works like a charm. It did in 2020, it does in 2024 as well. But yeah, shall we round it up then? It's not really much to look at from here, so there we go. We can just say it like this. But yeah, need to go now. School tomorrow. Oh, the clock's not that much, so I mean, not bad. But at least hope that you guys have enjoyed. Flying again on Saturday, then we're flying from Bodø, so we do have a day off here. So we're not flying before on Saturday. We're enjoying some Bodø mountain hiking and that kind of stuff. But again, hope that you guys have enjoyed and hope to see you all again on Saturday then. So have an absolutely amazing Friday as well, and a good evening. And hope to see you all again soon. Bye bye.